How you doing, Example Sports Elite family? Just Barry and Aisha here want to reach out to you guys with a follow up from the parent meeting that we had on yesterday. So we're gonna do a quick video recap just to kind of go over some of the things. We can't go over everything we covered inside of the meeting. So thank you to everybody that attended the meeting. I thought it was we tried to make it as informative as possible and give you guys as much information, not just about the season, but it's about overall. Operations, and we're gonna cover more as we go along. Again, our goal right now was to get out in front, like we did a couple years ago in the years past, to get out in front of everything as quickly as possible, but also even be better at getting in front of. By better, I mean having a lot more stuff, information available for you guys so that you can plan accordingly. We can plan accordingly and make it just the best year possible. It was Aisha and I's goal and our coaches' goals for the season. So I'm going to hop into some of the things that we discussed in an abbreviated version of them. I want to first talk about changes. The grade school season ends in June this year. First change. And so just want to make sure we're not dragging it out too far that a lot of you guys can't participate as we go further into it and our numbers don't dwindle and we can just have a strong season. And then if we want to do extra, we can do extra, but it'll be for those who want to do extra, and we'll kind of just play it by ear once we get through the course of the season. But we got the finals in June, a couple of national championships. We found some good tournaments to finish off in. So excited about that. Also, high school, a couple of changes. The schedule, we got almost all of we got the schedules are done. A couple of the locations we want to make sure to verify on the boys' side. We got Dallas and Minnesota down. We want to make sure we know Milwaukee's going to be a couple of the other locations for Swish and Dish and some of the other ones. So you guys will get a full schedule ready to go for those. And same thing for the girls, a couple of changes on the girls' side. Schedules changes. Tournaments have moved location-wise, like to Kentucky for an extra tournament in Kentucky, which is big. Great tournaments this year. Should be great exposure. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do. We want to have a platform for you guys to have great exposure from. So one of the changes I'm gonna talk about really quickly, and then Aisha's gonna hit how we're going to tackle it, is that the year before last we traveled on a coach bus and we all stayed in the hotels together. We're going for every tournament, every tournament this year, and then this past season, we let you guys travel on your own, and we just assisted with those who need assisting. So we're going to kind of bring a balance of those two together. So for Dallas, for the boys, and for Atlanta for the girls, we're going to bring the coach bus back into play, because we don't want to go on those faraway trips and only have some of our kids and we can't have the best showing. Those trips are there because they're big trips. We don't just go to Dallas and go to Atlanta just for the sake of going there because we haven't, we've never been to Dallas and Atlanta. We're going because we want to have the best possible opportunity for our kids to be showcased in great tournaments. And so we're going to bring the bus back and the hotels. And so we reserve the rooms for Dallas and Atlanta. Dallas for the boys, Atlanta for the girls. We actually have hotels pretty much booked all the way through. Either booked, we're waiting on blocks, but we got the locations done for hotels for the course of the season as well, even for the grade schoolers in Fort Wayne, even accounted for. So we're excited about that. Like, I think just having that allows you guys to have some peace of mind and be able to plan accordingly, 7, 8, 9 months out, how many months we're out from that time of year. I think close to 8 or 9 months. So excited about that. With that being said, that trip, we in the past, one of the reasons we took away the bus was because if some of you guys decided not to go, the bus trip to Dallas is like $8,900. Atlanta is $8,000. If you guys don't go, we still got to pay for that bus. They're still waiting on their money. The hotels we book, 12, 15 rooms. We got to pay for those rooms. They book them on block and they expect us to hand them that money. And so we don't want to be stuck with that, nor should we be stuck with that. And so what we decided to do this year, you do not have to ride the bus. We would like for you to, we strongly suggest getting on the bus and riding as a group. Players. You do not have to. You can still ride with your parents. But everybody is mandatory to do the fundraiser. It is mandatory, or just pay the bus and travel fee for those, one tournament for the boys and one for the girls. And that cost will be loaded up inside of your guys' fundraisers. $450 for the boys, $550 for the girls. The boys' trip is that weekend in Dallas is further away, so the bus is a little bit more. The hotels accordingly. And for the girls, it's a few more days, even though it's 4 hours less trip wise though too, 8 hours overall, but it's still it's more days in the hotel. So we got to suffice for the extra couple of nights in the hotel. So so that is two of the big changes. And so Aisha's going to talk about. We're going to do a series of fundraisers. But Aisha's is going to talk about the first fundraiser that we started today. You guys should start. You guys should be in school rocking it today, rocking it. So Aisha, you go ahead and talk about jump on the fundraiser, what we're going to do, and go ahead.
Okay, so our first fundraiser is the Affy Taffy sale. Sorry, I don't know if you can really see that, but that is the sheet, and I will upload that on our Facebook group page, and then also for those that do not have Facebook, I will also email that. So the apples we're selling at $2 each, or you can sell them for a case for $48. We're asking for each participant to sell four cases. That will be a total of 200. 100 will go for the apples, and then 100 will go towards your travel fees. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to help you guys raise for the boys $450 and for the girls $550. So we need each and everyone to participate. In by the time we get to Dallas, everything should be done. Because I looked at it, I'm like, we're starting in October.
Yeah, and we have to pay now. So like we have to put a deposit on the bus to reserve the dates now. So it's not like we just get to wait till the end. So
right,
keep that in mind.
So we're just start. I feel like it's like it seems early, but I feel like it's on time and it's on time. So we can just get that done, and then by the time the season comes, we don't have no stress, no worries. Everything is set, paid, full, signed, sealed, and delivered, and we're all having a great time. I think that's it. Oh, and then our next fundraiser.
When is the money due?
Oh, the money is due for the Affy Taffy sales, the Taffy apples, November 12th. We will put on a group text when pick up of the apples after the 12th. Well, on the 17th, because we're going to put the order in on that Monday, which is the 13th, and then they said it'll be available, delivered to us the weekend of the 13th. So we'll send that information out when you can pick up those apples, or you can wait to our next parent meeting for those that don't want to come all the way out just to pick up, that apples. And I think that was it for the fundraiser. And then on the 12th, we will have another fundraiser for you all to participate in.
Yeah, we're just trying to
chip it away.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing he's saying. We're just trying to chip away, not being so big, raising it today, $450, $550 for the girls. Just chipping it away, 100 here, 100 there, because it's also fees for, and I know Barry's going to talk about that, fees for your elite fees, that's for the tournaments and stuff. So we're just trying to chip away, so by the time season comes, we're ready.
All right, so with that being the case, so we had a fundraisers, trying to get you guys through it. So we have the fundraiser, a series of fundraisers. The fundraisers will try to be where they're different audiences that you can reach out to, different than when we get to the grand finale, whatever the case may be. So you're not trying to offer the exact same thing to the exact same thing to them.
It'd be a different thing.
So what we're going to do is, with that being said, we also have the fees. Thank you to all you guys that have made your deposits already. And so the $125 deposit, that's towards your tournament and practice fees. The other things, like towards the gym fees. You guys understand kind of how that goes. So the tournament fees, the gym fees, practice fees, uniforms, everything accordingly though too. So that's what that series is for. So get that in and allow us to kind of go ahead and for like the girls tournament is actually already close to filling up for Kentucky. Now they held a spot for us. We won it last year, so that's great. NY2LA, we got to get the money into them to secure our platform there if we're going to go that route. So although it might take a minute for you guys to actually start playing, those things, are coming up. And as the platforms get bigger, more people want a part of it. So the directors and everybody, they put a little bit more of a push towards it too, which is understandable. I mean, it doesn't have to all be in right now, but if we can get that stuff knocked out, we want to knock it out as we go. So that when March and April come, we can just hop right into playing.
And just to note that our grade school is just not just a high school. Our grade school actually starts in March. So we want to just have those tournament fees, all that taken care of. So March is like really almost here.
And for grade school kids, you guys do not have to do
right.
the first couple fundraisers. You only have to do the free throw fundraiser when we get towards the end time too. So just want to let you guys know that as well. The high school fundraisers for the high school, the initial couple fundraisers for travel fees are for the high school kids only, not the program fundraiser, which we do with the free throw fundraiser at the end. The last thing that I wanted to touch bases on was making sure that you guys knew we actually have uniforms, which Aisha is going to try to do. We get new uniforms every year. She's going to try to have uniform samples, right?
Samples for the 12th.
When we have the next parent meeting, and then we'll touch some other issues. Now, I can't touch some of the other things that we talked about. Our coaches did an amazing job on things that they discussed inside of the parent meeting. And, you know, we got some new things we want to discuss in the next parent meeting, though, too, besides uniforms. Aisha wants to talk about parent.
Yeah, especially it's basically for our grade school level. I'm looking for teen parents for our grade school. So we'll be discussing how we see that going for the future.
Yeah, we can have it for high school too, because again, when we travel, when people haven't eaten and all types of things, we want to make sure all that's covered. But I should talk about that more in depth as we go into the next meeting. And then we're going to discuss some other responsibilities, core classes, grades, what you guys need to have from recruiting process, how to make yourself more recruitable, uncover prospects. We're going to discuss ACTs, everything that you need to know from a qualifying standpoint. We're going to offer some more informational things that you guys need to know too. So, all right, we wanted to, we right about the mark where we wanted to be at for this video. I hope you guys understand everything. If you do not get those fees in, get them in. I know we sent out a message. If you haven't communicated with us, then we assume that you changed your mind. I don't think we should have to chase everybody down to figure out where you guys are at. You guys should say, hey, this is where I'm at. I know I need to get these fees in and get them covered so we can take care of business accordingly. And remember, we love serving you guys. This is our opportunity to serve you. Our coaches are serving you. We talked about in the meeting, our coaches pay to serve. We pay to serve, but we enjoy it. You know, we do it because we love it. What a great platform for our kids to get their educations paid for or to be built up in a positive way. You know, we hope to get better. This is our effort to get better, to provide you a better service, you know, for you, for your family, and for your kids. And so we hope that you see it as such. We love you guys, and we look forward to seeing you guys on the 12th. We'll be out at some games, kids. We're looking forward to seeing you guys go play your best. Be amazing. Be great, because it's inside of every single one of y'all. We love y'all. God bless, and see y'all soon.
Oh, good.